Jules. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? My bad. My bad. Yeah, man. It's a couple things going on in boxing. What could I say? A couple things going on in boxing. So I had to stop, leave Asgard, come down to Midgard, and talk to the family. So make sure everything. Boom. Hold on. Make sure my head ain't crooked. I'm talking to y'all. Got my Clippers hat on, my throwback. Let's get into it though. Let's get into it though. Yeah. So, been a lot of interesting things going on in boxing. First off, I just want to know how y'all are, family. Appreciate y'all if y'all stop by and things like that. It's always love. Missed y'all a little bit with this boxing, but ain't nothing been really going down in boxing, so they ain't really, you know what I mean? Outside of this week, this is what I've been waiting for boots. I didn't really care about like all them other in between matches up until this point, man. Everything. The most exciting thing that been going on is y'all obviously know why I called this global guts pause because of Tank and Dev. Y'all know I had to talk about Tank and Dev from my perspective. So y'all make sure y'all sit down. Y'all need something to drink. We gonna have a blast.
Fatality.
I'm your host with the most. If you didn't know, Achaveli. I'm repping that full Berserker clan. And my mighty LDBC cousins. So yeah, so that's how we rocking out right there. And let's get into this boxing talk. So I want to start with something like that. I don't know if it's all the way true, but maybe y'all know, maybe I haven't been tapped in lately. Joe Cordina really pulled out. Joe Cordina really pulled out on Abdullah Mason. Pause. I don't know. Just let me know. I don't know. So there's still silver lining. There's still silver lining though at the end of the tunnel. So what happens now is Robert Bell is supposed to shout out to Junior the Truth. I know that's Junior the Truth, homie. I know that's Junior the Truth's homie. So I'm sorry, Albert Bell. Sorry, I'm saying sorry, Albert Bell. He finally getting the shot. I've been hearing about him probably. I knew about him in the amateurs. Not crazy. I heard his name before, but I really knew about him more. I got more in depth with him. Like I never seen. He's one of the people I never seen fight or nothing like that. But I knew about him. But I really didn't like. He really didn't get big to me till he turned pro, and I seen like a lot of duckery going on, and then of course he know and got a good relationship with Junior the Truth. So yeah, I really seen him climbing up. So I was like, I think that this is a very good replacement, and this is really gonna show us what we need to see. If this is true. And if this is true, it's gonna be Ohio on Ohio crime. So, that's gonna be very interesting. That's interesting to me to see how this go. Albert Bell is very tall for the weight class. Very tall for the weight class. and I'm looking forward to seeing like if this fight does manifest and if this is true. I'm looking forward to seeing how Abdullah Mason deals with a taller opponent because I think most of the guys that he fights are shorter than him. So I kind of want to see what he does, or like the same size or height. So I'm interested to see how he does with a very. I forgot how tall Albert Bell is. I forgot, but it's going to be real interesting. It's going to be real interesting to see. I think Abdullah Mason is that talented, and I know Abdullah Mason is familiar with Albert Bell. I know for sure he's familiar with Albert Bell. So um, I would love to see how that fight goes down. I'm looking forward to it. Would love to see what happens with the winner of this. Like, are they going to pursue trying to unify and things like that? So that's kind of my mind frame and my focus, and how I'm looking at it and viewing it. I'm like, all right, what are you on? What's the plans after this? So that's how I'm kind of viewing things. And again, salute to my bro Humble. I see you, bro. Yeah, you get that PC, you know what I mean? Get at me in the background, mud, and we'll see what's going on and we can get this RP starting in like a week and a half. You know what I mean? We need content, y'all. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Josie. Alright. So yeah, that was the little rumor. We'll see if that manifests, if that comes into fruition. So with that being said, let's go to, should we just go right into the tanking dev joint? You know what I mean? This is really titled after them. I can't remember if there was any more news outside. Oh, yeah, yeah, there was. Yeah, there was. Rolly and Tiafimo. There is rumors speculating that at the end of August, Rolly and Tiafimo will be fighting. Now, I could see Tio winning this. I could also see Rolly. I don't think that Tio is going to try to take two losses in a row. As much as I can't stand him, I'm rooting for Rolly. I might even pick Rolly, but I don't think Tio is gonna. I just don't believe that he'll try to flop two times. I just don't believe that. I just don't see that in him. I want him to. Hopefully, I could get somebody to put voodoo on him. So from now on, he just loses and he get like a weak chin all of a sudden. Now let me stop doing it. Let me stop doing it. I don't care what dude do. I mean, he already took an important loss. Ain't going it was no excuses neither. Regardless if people don't like Core or not. You know what I mean? I'm glad that he beat him. All the trash you talk, Mud, s- stay over there in Florida, bro. Please, stay over there in Florida. We don't need that energy in New York. We just want to chip, bro. I gotta get my hat too, man. I gotta get my hat. I gotta get my championship hat. Only thing I don't like about it is white. I don't want it to get messed up. I might need to get two of them. I need my championship bucket, man. I'm not joking. I need my joint, man. You know, I'm so happy that we got this. The city needed this. You know, the city ain't really been, at its best with the new mayor and stuff like that. We still here. We still here. So looking forward to that. Uh, I'm sure there's gonna be trash talk. They sparred. They used to be friends. So there's a background story with that. Y'all know me. I need a background story for me to be invested. Alright, so there's only a couple type of fights that don't have to have a back. Like, alright, so this for instance, like mandatories and stuff like that, that they just put together, and I want to see. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But when it's you know what I mean, like dudes that's go up against dudes and they volunteer themselves, and it's dudes that I didn't even care to see fight. You know what I'm saying? Like then I'd be looking at, like, I for instance, I know Moses Atama gotta climb up the ladder, but like him versus Philip Herkovich, I don't care to see that, bro. I don't even know if I'm covering it. I don't even know if I care about it. And then dude that just versus Tommy Fury, like rematch Jake Paul, and get real money. Oh yeah, I forgot they can't come. Them criminals can't come to the state. They can't come to the state. I gotta remember. But anyway, that's cool. We off that. So now let's bring up the elephant in the room. What we wanted to talk about. What we came here for. Stop it, please, please. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Love y'all, man. Stop. But y'all stop clapping, please. I love y'all. Relax. Relax. Get quiet. All right. Y'all need something to drink? Y'all cool? Oh, so we got great news in the boxing world. We got great news that transpired yesterday in the last 48 hours. Devin Haney and Tank Davis were in communications on Tank Davis' burner account. Now, the reason why Tank Davis isn't on his real account is because, he's having legal trouble. So he using a burner account called G Money that everybody and their mama is responding to. So it must be his real account. The boxing world isn't as big as, see, people outside the boxing world, they think the boxing world bigger than what it is. Nah, mud. It's smaller than what you think. To us diehards and people that's in it, that been involved in it, is very small. You know what I mean? It's like battle rap to us. You know what I mean? Everybody know everybody and stuff like that for the most part, even if they don't rock with each other or they know each other from a distance. Everybody know everybody. So Dev and Tank had an exchange of words, and long story short, through the exchange, um teams reached out to teams, and I think that that's pretty dope, that one side reached out to another side, and this is the closest that they ever got, is from what I'm hearing. And I just think that this is dope right now. I think this is dope. I think And then Bill Haney also was on uh the boxing voice with Ness in them and saying that this is the closest they ever got to getting into a fight with Tank. And I heard Dev tweet some things like he allegedly a pillhead and he need money, and how he broke. Dev talked about how he didn't really refute Dev saying that, but he talked trash. I don't you know what's crazy? I don't even remember what. I don't even remember what he said. I remember what Dev said. At least that first part Dev said. Because I know Tank started it. He said he wanted big nose, and then it was up from there. It was up from there. And it's just real interesting to see us getting this match. If Tank is having money, because look, I gotta see what happens. This man got an active warrant out. I don't care in Baltimore, bro, because violating probation, like he done did it a few times. My thing is this, like, bro, you got more lives than a cat. You got more lives than a cat, bro. How you trying to put on matches like you know you gonna get off already? Hmm?
Real trap shit.
How you gonna do that like you know you gonna get off already? That's wild to me. Like y'all ain't even think about it. He's setting up matches like he knew he was gonna get off already. Man, I don't give a damn. If I'd have been rich, I'd have been doing the same thing, y'all. I'd have been horrible. I'm just keeping it tall. I'm keeping it tall. I'd have been terrible. I'd have been like, yo, Tay Tay, you gonna slip them the vanilla envelope, right? Tay Tay would have been like, I got you, bro. I'd have been like, appreciate you, sis. I'd have been terrible. Man, yeah, remember, don't look. She been like, what, bro? I'm like, look, don't go there. You gotta go by the bodega and drop it over there. They're gonna be right there in like 2 minutes. She's like, all right, bro. About to give me an asthma attack. Look, Lord forbid. Like, all right, Tay Tay, don't worry about it. Said she gonna be all right. We'd have gave them vanilla envelopes. We'd have been all right. We'd have been straight. That's what Tank doing, bro. Y'all think I'm joking. That's what he doing, man. That's what he doing. Like, how he getting off all this time? You get to choke a girl, grab her. Like, that's wild. And you get off. That's wild. Don't, that goes to show me if you rich, like you could really get off with stuff if you rich. For sure. If you rich, you can get away with stuff for sure. So now it just comes down to who wins, I guess. I guess now it comes down to who wins. And I think Dev, he just had a great his last one. That you know what I was thinking? Let's talk about Dev for a second. Did that? I need to put my fan on for this because I gotta preach. I'm about to preach real quick. Hold on, y'all. Y'all just look at this beautiful cover. Yeah, I know my old heads remember Global Guts on Nickelodeon. They used to throw the reruns on that Nick at night. I remember, and it used to be like an obstacle game. They used to have the slime in it. So I got Dev over here and Tank over here. Tank is actually cheating. He's supposed to be on the zip line going through the slime. No, no, no. Actually, you got a choice. I forgot. They gave you a choice. You can either run or you can use the zip line. So which way is smarter? It comes down to. See, that's like the fight. Yeah, I ain't even peep how I did that. Yeah, I ain't even peep how I did that. It represents two paths. Look, even if Dev Way looks easier, it's still a hard road. And he's doing it with a smile. Tank, if you pay attention, he's doing it the hard way. Also, but he's taking a different path the hard way. And he doesn't look happy doing it. I'd rather go through the hard road happy than unhappy. So I just wanted to show that that there was meaning in this. This is well thought out. This picture represents a lot of things. This is deeper than just me playing around making the global guts. This kind of represents their careers because as Tank makes his career hard on himself, Devin makes it more easy on himself by taking the route that he takes and ultimately getting the money that he gets. I just got to be honest. If we playing who you rather be right now, I don't want to be on the run from New York PD, New York City PD. They like the worst ones ever. Like they part of that crew, Chicago, LAPD. You know what I mean? They always say NYPD, Chicago PD, and LAPD. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Like nah. Um, I think, like I said, this picture represents a lot if you think about it. Give me 2 seconds though, and I'm gonna break down what I feel about Dev's career and stuff like that. Y'all give me 2 seconds. What up, y'all? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. We back. Um. So yeah. How I feel about Dev. I felt like Dev. He kind of beat. As I always say, he kind of beat it the fastest. He kind of beat it the fastest. He did. And D-Man would be cracking up. Dev definitely beat it the fastest with being undisputed. He beat it now, if we saying he beat it the fastest on the hardened settings, only reason I'm gonna say no because I didn't think that much of Cambosis, and y'all know that. I knew Dev would do it easily. Even though outside of the skill and everything, as far as the accomplishments, it was a good win because T.O. beat Loma and then Cambosis beat T.O. regardless if he was whatever they want to try to take away from Cambosis. Nah, he beat him. You know what I mean? So it was a good win. I just don't think that I can mark it as Dev beating it the fastest when it came to winning that belt with that. But outside of that, the wins that he got off of it, beating Lomachenko, uh, uh, moving up, beating Regis Program. Those was great wins. And then recently beating Brian Norman, who is the young, hungry lion that could detonate a bomb in 60 seconds if you give him a chance to. So I'm not going, you know what I mean? Dev cool with me. Like you like Dev be like, yo, you cool? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we cool. Like Dev on some gangster shit to me. So I gotta give it to Dev. Like he taking names and numbers. Like to me, he like a stick up man. I compare Dev to a stick up man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want the chain, I want the watch, I want everything right now. So that to me, that's what I'm comparing Dev to. Not even no hustler. Dev is a stick up man. Like, oh okay, you think you the best? All right, this is what we could do. We could, you know what I mean? And then I'll take your throne, your chain, everything. So I'm not mad at Dev's approach with things. Not mad at his approach with things. He's definitely a skilled boxer. Uh, Tank, the thing with him is I'm just surprised on why he's taking it. Now, Tank, we could look at it from another perspective. Cause see, like I told y'all, I compare these dudes to like Shaolin monks. Everybody specialize in their own thing. So like Dev, he got like the crane style. And then Tank, he's more ferocious. He got like the tiger style. Is the finesse crane style gonna beat the tiger style? That's what we don't know yet. That's what we want to see. We want to see both masters from the dojo fight each other. That's all we want. That's all we want. Is that too much to ask? We just want to see both dudes from the dojo fight each other. That's all we want. And man, that fight is gonna be big, and them tickets is gonna be bananas. Mark my words. The tickets is gonna be bananas, bro. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a little. It's gonna be a big deal. If Devin Tank fight, it's gonna for sure be a big deal. It's gonna be a lot of people invested in this. So if it go down, I won't be surprised. And I gotta give both dudes credit because to me, oh shoot, yo, y'all didn't even pay attention. Yo, I ain't even Rob Neal was good, bro. I didn't even pay attention to the picture. I didn't pay attention to the picture. Look what it says. If y'all look at the score, it says 850, 875 for Dev. That's wild. I didn't that part I didn't do. I didn't mean to do. That part I didn't mean to do. Have Dev up on the scoreboards. I kind of wish it would have been even until, but if we looking at career wise, it is looking that way. If we going in career wise, I gotta keep it tall. It is going that way. Even if Tank is a little bit more popular, you know what I'm saying? Dev definitely for sure up on the scoreboard. Like I said, and if the fight really happens, both men deserve credit in my book. Both men deserve credit, uh, because I just don't know how that weight is going to be though. That's what I'm thinking about. Like where are they meeting at? Like, is we cool, Mud? Like, we cool? You need something to drink? Like, I got warm Pedialyte. Ain't got nothing else. Oh man. But nah, man. Like, I don't know. That's an interesting one. I wonder where the weight would be at, and I wonder if there'll be a rehydration clause, or like what's really gonna go down with that. I don't get it. What they gonna fight at 144, or is Tank gonna go up to the full 147? And another important thing, if Tank is making the offer and they teams are in talks, will Dev be willing to relent just to give the fans what they want? Because one thing I could say about Dev definitely for the fans. I can't take that away from Dev. Definitely, Dev is definitely and for sure for the fans. So I could see Dev relenting to certain things just to try to give the people what they always wanted. Because I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all know how many years I've been saying this was the fight I wanted to see because of the background story. They got out of everybody. Shakur too, because Shakur, you could go either way with them too. Is a background story with them too. It's just different ones. But outside of that, and even when it comes to Shakur and both of them, I don't think Shakur story is as right. Like, it's not more rivalry than Tank and Dev, bro. Like, every time I remember they would bring up Shakur. He'd get mad, but he wouldn't get mad like that. When they bring up Dev to Tank in the interview, pay attention to how he act. It's something about Dev he can't stand. That's why it's like Moriarty and Sherlock Holmes. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow, or Robotnik. It's like the Flash and Eobard Thawne, or Reverse Flash, or Captain Cold. It's like Batman and the Joker, or Batman and the Riddler. Y'all want me to keep going? It's like Lord Voldemort and Harry Potter. Yeah, I think that describes them real well. Lord Voldemort and Harry Potter. Tank the older one anyway. Tank the elder. So I just think that this has all the recipe to being a great fight. Everything about it has the ingredients to be a great fight. Oakland against Baltimore, you know what I mean? Two cool cities, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's dope. I think you do this fight on the West Coast. Now, if it's on the East Coast, I'm not mad. But I'm pretty sure this type of fight, it gotta be at Vegas. I'm not saying I'm mad if it's in Atlanta, or if it's in Atlanta, I'll go. I don't know how much them tickets is gonna be. I feel like them tickets is gonna be wild, but we could be outside for that. That's something that deserves to be outside for. And I think the pay-per-views would do good. I think people actually, it was gonna be, of course, some pirated, you heard, but I don't think it's gonna be pirated to the ultimate. I don't see that. I don't see that. I see it being more like most of the people. It do good numbers. I see it like a new way. Like a new way just did good numbers with Nagatani in his country. He did like 400, 500,000. That was a fact. I ran it through the machine. You heard? I ran it through the machine. So if it's in Vegas or ATL, I'm going for sure. For sure. My boy Rob Neal, that's my boy right there. What's up, my boy? I might have to make my way out to Houston, man. I'll let you know. I'll let you know, champ. Might have to be out there. Yeah, man. So I think this is a fight that this is one of the fights we've been wanting. We never got Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, right? But if we could get Tank Davis versus Devin Haney, I think that'll bring the hoods back together again. And I think a lot of people gonna come outside for that one. Them tickets is gonna sell out so fast, bro. Cause a lot of people, even people that's not tapped into boxing, like my sisters know, like about they beef and they rivalry. Like Tank and Dev's beef is one of the few legendary beefs. And if we actually get the fight, because the winner's gonna deserve a lot of bragging rights. I'm gonna keep it real.
Perfect.
I don't care what nobody says. The winner's gonna deserve a lot of bragging rights. A lot of bragging rights. So we just looking forward to seeing it. Um, I feel like as far as Tank, I don't know. I'm not gonna hold my breath with this fight being made, and you got a warrant out for your arrest, dummy. You got a warrant out for your arrest. Now, granted, you've been getting off the last million times for violating probation. Cool. But what if this time that judge don't take your money and she actually decide to have a heart? Like I go there with the bag, right? And I give her the money and the judge is like, nah, Aki, not this time. Like what? Bitch, if you don't take this money, what? You was taking it before. I'm gonna get my lawyer. But like, calm down. He's threatening me. Guards. I'd have been like, I'm gonna guard my goddamn self. Get the I'd have been bugging. I'd have been like Lorenz Tate at the end of Dead President. Everything I did for this motherfucking country. Shout out to my Chicago cousin, Lorenz Tate. So everything I did for the motherfucker country. He threw the desk at Charlie Sheen dad. That was a good movie. I love Dead Presidents. That was a good one. Yeah, based on the dude from the Bronx, for real. It was cool. It was a different name though. My uncle knew the dude. Forgot what it was called. What the book was called. I said it some years ago in the old lie because I remember because it happened around the time I knew the LDBC that I met the dude and he talked about his book. It was years ago though. It was right after my mom passed. So can't remember. But anyway, yeah, we need to get this fight, man. We need to get this out the way. We claim it. Y'all all Christians, so we gonna say in the name of Jesus, we claim this fight, Lord. Let Tank pay the judge off one more time, Lord. Please. We need a good fight, Lord. Achaveli almost done with boxing, Lord. Keep me on Midgard with the community. Leave me out of Asgard. I said, leave me out of Asgard and let me dwell with my people. Book of Act, chapter 1, verse 8, Negroes. So, we need this fight. Long story short, not kidding, not joking around. We need this fight. This is one with a good storyline. It all stems from sparring, from the amateurs up into the pros. We definitely need this one. And then this like this build up, this press conference, it's gonna be wild because Dev gonna be popping it and Tank gonna be popping it. Yo, I ain't gonna front. Whoever's there recording it, I ain't gonna front. You might go viral like 8 times. Like if you was one of them people that always was in the camera with boxing, but you fell back, it's time to come back outside, dummy. You heard? It's time to come back outside with a camera with this one. If this fight get made, this is gonna go viral a few times. Tank versus Dev, and that's what they should call the pay-per-view, Global Guts. That's what they should call it. What's up, Tay Tay? What's good, sis? Full Berserker clan in the house. Lady Berserker's in the house. Yeah, for sure. But that's what they should call it. That's what they should call it. And she said, "Mud, we in here. What's good, Muddy?" I feel like there should be a good undercard too, because I feel like, see, this is what scares me with this type of card. See, Tank and Dev, they gotta get compensated because we like again we care about this. This is our baby right here. But that means we gonna get a whack ass undercard. We gonna get a whack ass undercard for sure. For sure, we gonna get a whack undercard. This is one of those that we get like a good main event, and then the undercard is dog doodle and shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't get necessarily the best undercard matches. We may get one match that we want to see. Like for instance, they may give you Lucas Body versus Kid Austin on the undercard, and then Kid Austin probably gonna get. Oh nah, that's at lightweight. I'm sorry, they're at 147. See, I'm stuck in the past. I'm stuck in the past. Well, Lucas Body and Kid probably gonna happen on some Golden Boy card, or it might be a main event. I mean, shoot, you can make Kid Austin a main event right now, Oscar. It's not like you got Virgil doing anything. Virgil on the shelf. When the last time we heard from Virgil? What was it? After a little after New Year's? I don't even remember. That's wild what they did to Verge. Verge, you know what you should have did? This is one time I definitely and for sure gotta agree with the book of Bill and Devin Haney. You should have took something out of their playbook. You should have probably just took that little bit of less money for Boots. If you would have won, you'd have been super up. Sometimes you gotta gamble, but you ain't from Vegas, so probably don't know how to gamble. They gambled with the Cambosos fight. Because Cambosos got, even though we knew he went, but anything could have happened. Dev could have got injured in the middle of the fight. So you know, that's just how I feel about it. And I don't think nothing else is happening in boxing outside of Boots and Xander. Y'all, all right, y'all cool. Y'all need something to drink. All right, we gonna end it with a little Boots and Xander. Uh, as far as my last thing on Tank and Dev, hopefully the fight can happen. Hopefully the fight can happen, and um, I know a lot of people's gonna be out there. It's gonna be a big turnout, and it's definitely gonna be profitable for both of them on both sides. And Tank, man, you gotta pay them lawyers and stuff. Oh, no. Sorry, we not done. Let me backtrack. Sorry, I was gonna go to that. All right, y'all cool. So Tank, man, why you fire Coach Cal and Coach Kenny? Now I do agree with one thing that you said though, Tank. I will keep it real. The coaches was trying to be more famous than you. I do agree with that. But I think it was more Coach. Sorry, Coach Kenny. I just got to keep it real because I be seeing you on Mill City's joint all the time talking about stuff. I don't really see Coach Cal. I just recently seen Coach Cal do an interview. But Coach Cal didn't get the memo and he's in denial, thinking that Tank didn't hire David Benavidez Sr. I mean Jose Benavidez Sr. Um, I think that's very like distasteful the way Tank went about it. I'm actually about to go upside his head with the gavel. 'Cause, like you should have been a man about it. Like you told him before when you wanted to work with Coach Barry Hunter, but you didn't tell them nothing about Jose Senior. Come on, man. Come on, man. You too old for that. 32 years old. Like what? Like come on, man. We grown. Like stop playing these games, bro. That's what I be meaning, mud. That people be playing reindeer games sometimes, and we ain't on that. We ain't on that. Like I don't know. that was terrible. That was terrible. They should have at least knew. They deserved to at least knew, so that when they got questioned about it, they didn't look like a deer in the headlights. You didn't even give them that luxury. That's wild. Well, Coach Kenny and Cal, hope you had a blast. Because now it's going back to teaching regular kids, unless you didn't invest good with that tank money. Just keep the kids out on the street, off the street in Baltimore, and have a blast. Uh, as far as the fight this weekend, um, I'm gonna still keep my same energy. I am going with Jerron Boots Ennis by stoppage. Let's see what round. Let me think of a round. If he stop him, I think it's late. I say the 11th round. I say the 11th round. He stops Xander. That's how much I believe in Boots. What y'all think about that?
Fatality.
That's what I think. I got Boots by stoppage, by destruction, becoming a unified champion, and possibly outside of Fundora, the top 154 pounder. Who could say something? He could pop it after that. And y'all gotta be quiet. If he stopped the young ox, Xander, what? It's gonna be like that Mike song. Oh, almost there. Just one more step. Just one more step. Don't give up, we're wrong. Almost there. 'Cause we're wrong. Almost there. Just one more step. Just one more step. Don't give up, we're wrong. Almost there. That's what that's on, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's what that's on. He almost there. All he would have to beat is realistically is Fundora after that. And then he's definitely number one. And can't nobody say nothing. Because Fundora, what he did to Keith Thurman, I knew he was going to do. But I was like, God damn. That shit looked like it was hurting. Like Keith Thurman talking about, nah, I didn't get a chance, bro. It would. I'm telling you, bro. It was just getting darker and darker and darker, bro. That's all that was happening. With that being said, I got Boots. Looking forward to this fight this weekend. Thank God boxing is back this weekend. We got to do better boxing. I'm banging the gavel on boxing as a whole. It's terrible, man. Shit just been so horrible. Anyway, um, salute to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Love stopping by the Midgard. Had a blast as always, chopping it up. I'm gonna share this out even more, so my people on my other platforms could tap in and run their numbers up. And yeah, just I love y'all. I'm gonna still keep coming through and having a blast with y'all. And with that being said, shout out to the mighty LDBC and the full Berserker clan. It's It's your host with the most, Achaveli, and
Yo, the fans trail me, so my alias Machiavelli.
I never steer you wrong, and I'm out of here. Peace. Appreciate y'all.